Let's welcome Pastor Joaquin Molina.
I had read Dr. Molina's book before. To hear him personally, and then the way he brought actually living testimonies of men and their own sons who have been mentored by him, it was very significant today because you heard the heart of the man. The book's important, but his heart, his knowledge of Scripture, his weaving of God's principles into the everyday reality of what God has called men to be. I heard that today. I needed to hear that personally. And he actually spoke a prophetic word to the International Pentecostal Holiness Church, a word that I say amen to. It was a word calling men to be men the way God has called us to be from creation, the way we've been redeemed by God's only begotten Son, the one man, Jesus Christ. And I heard that today.
So therein family is a peculiar development of character. You get to think like your dad, you get to talk like your dad, and you get to live in your dad's vision. When you break off that vision, you become a rebel. You become disobedient. And so your character is flawed. I have statistics here that show what happens in a culture where they decide to be fatherless. The word family means the gathering of the Father's house. And so fatherless is the curse of our generation. When you're fatherless, you're an orphan. And the word orphan means without direction, without purpose, without inheritance, without legacy, without identity. So you become a nothos, Hebrews 12 says. Don't despise discipline. He who despises instruction and correction and discipline is a bastard, is illegitimate. The Greek word nothos, where we get nothing from. So you have no direction. You're lost.
The goal is that every boy needs to be mentored by somebody, and if he's not got the father in his home that's doing it, the men of the church have got to provide that mentorship and that role model for him, just like we heard Brother Joaquin talked about today. The most impressive thing to me in everything that he said was all the men that he brought up from his church and their sons and everything, and the legacy that they passed on. I mean, when you see that, there's not many pastors that can stand up and have that many men in their church that would, have boys that are following after them and working for God like that. And that's the proof of the value of what the message is that he's teaching.
I'm 80 years old, and so what did I get out of it? My mission's not over. It's not yet done. What is a man? I'm just beginning to learn. So he really impacted me today as a father, as a grandfather, as all those people lined up today. I've still got stuff to do, and it's not over yet.